Good morning, boys and girls. It's early in the morning while it's cool. We're about to start with our little pocket farm for kids. Join me. Now, let's see what we have in this garden here, which we're about to move. We need to make some room here for the new pocket farm. That quacking in the background is my Ducky, which you'll get to meet later, and you'll see what help he brings to the table. Okay, so let's have a look. What do we have here? Oh, we have beetroot. Two beetroots at the moment. Okay, we need to move them up the back. What else do we have? Looks like a geranium. We have a geranium. That's to attract good insects. Lovely colour. Put this up the back. Oh, yep. We've got basil. Basil. Lovely scent of basil. It's awesome. It's good to protect your plants as well. It confuses the insects. When the insects fly around, the basil radiates smell, particularly on a warm day, and it confuses the white moth butterfly, for example, when it tries to come near your crop. Put that there. We have, I think, a little bit of violet, which looks like it needs a bit of repair. Marigold. We have marigold here. Just there. Another flower here. Maybe cosmos, maybe? Not too sure. We have chive. Yes, chive, which is about to produce a flower. Just there. Lovely. And we have a chili plant. I was going to say capsicum, but no, chili. Doesn't even look like a capsicum. So we have a chili plant here. Looks like a green one. We might... No, I think we'll need to move this, unfortunately. So I have to dig a bigger hole. Actually, with this one here, I need my bigger shovel, which I have here. This one here. We gently dig back and gently lift it up that way, just around the roots. You want to be outside the plant, so you don't want to cut the roots too much, damage them, because that'll just make the plant sick. And we have a kangaroo paw, which probably shouldn't be here, but we'll transplant that in a sandy area with lots of sand and loam, and it'll do well out there. Okay. Now, I'm going to transplant these back in the garden, and then we'll get to the pocket farm. So here we have the pocket farm we're about to install. We just cleaned the top, cleared it all, planted the back. We're going to water that in a little bit. And as you can see, the purple flowers at the top represent an eggplant. There's a mixture of other plants in there as well. But what do I see? I see Sarah and Gemma. Let's go down and say hello. Hey, Sarah, Gemma, how you doing?
Oh, hello, Paul. Doing quite well.
What about you, Sarah?
Oh, yes. Thank you very much, Paul.
I'm about to plant your pocket farm.
You are? Wonderful.
Yes, your home's about to become a lot bigger.
That is fantastic, Paul. I can't wait to see it.
Yes, well, you hang around. Participate in this.
Paul, is that duck going to be here?
Well, he's going to help out a little bit after to till the soil for us.
Oh, good. He worries me sometimes.
Yeah, no, not to worry about Ducky. He'll keep away. I'll tell him off if he comes near you.
Oh, thank you, Paul. We're looking forward to the new pocket farm.
All right, cheerio. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's make a start, kids. Here we go. Let's get the gloves on. Now, remember, when the sun comes out, you put the sunscreen on your hat, and you want to protect yourself. So, kids, what we have is this pocket farm's actually in a salad bowl. So after you've planted this in the ground, wash this with boiling hot water and leave it out in the sun to dry after you've checked that there's no dirt in there. You can use it as a salad bowl. But at any rate, so what we have here is you can see through the glass here the roots of our pocket farm. And that's called a capillary effect. That's where the water sits at the bottom where the stone is. You can see there possibly with the stone. And the roots are drawn down to the water to have a drink, which makes the plant a lot stronger and a lot bigger. And at the same time it holds the water at the bottom of the salad bowl. So it doesn't dry out so quickly as if you watered in the ground and it went straight through the ground past the roots. So the capillary effect is great because it just sits, the water sits in there and feeds the plants while they get stronger. found a little spider in the garden. He's trying to climb the side of the salad bowl, which he won't be able to do because it's very slippery, because, you know, glass is made from sand, and it's, very slippery for a spider. Anyway, he's going to figure it out soon that he can't climb up there. Now, everyone, this is Ducky here. I'm about to bring him into the garden because he's good at tilling, turning the soil over, gently aerating it, plus plopping in the ground to fertilise it. He'll possibly help me in the background or maybe sabotage this whole experiment. But either way, it's good to have him here. He's a good friend. All right, Ducky, here we go. Here we go. You stay there. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Okay, what we want to do now is to put some good soil into the ground before we do our planting. So what we do is we grab our cow manure and compost here, and we tip it through. Tip it through here. This has been moistened down, so the particles are staying firm to the ground. Now we've got it here, and now what we want to do is push it through like this, gently like this. Just till it, turn it over slightly. Now, we start off with our eggplant, a beautiful eggplant, and we dig a gentle hole here, and we pop the eggplant just in there. We follow that with basil because eggplants are susceptible to worms and things like that. So you want the basil here to help the eggplant. We'll put the dahlias at the front, the nice flowers at the front. The dahlias. We'll put a coxcomb here beside the dahlia underneath the eggplant tree. And then we'll use the kale. The kale's very young at the moment, so we want the eggplant to nursemate it, to give it some shade against the afternoon sun. So we're going to put the kale just behind the big eggplant. And that eggplant will protect it from the sun. Like that. Mix it in with the good soil. We'll do the same here. Hello, Sarah. Gemma. Hello, Paul. Now we put the sage on this side. And we put the dahlia here at the front. Like that. Now, in the background, you probably can see Ducky. He's tilling. He's turning the soil over. He's looking for worms and slugs, but he's just naturally turning it over and aerating it. Okay, so we've got the dahlias here. We've got our sage here. Our kale in the background, a basil, an eggplant, yeah, and a coxcomb there. Now, we use the little pocket farm. Point the arrow that way. We set our garden up. All right, Sarah, Gemma, we're going to move you into a new home. Oh, beautiful, Paul. All right, here we go, Gemma. Over here, just there. Lovely. Sarah, there we go. Excellent, Paul. And then we'll put the little fence up around the edge to keep the snails and the slugs out, like that. And the butterfly, just in the background. Now, we're going to sprinkle this all with blood and bone and chook manure, just like that, around the edge. And we're going to give it a good watering. So we'll do that. We'll go and water it in. There's our pocket farm established. Now we build a basin just around our little farm to hold the water in. So we just build some gentle walls around the edge, just like this. Bringing up the walls, there we go. Gemma, Sarah, so the water doesn't fall out. We'll just pop that flower in there, like that. And then we give it a gentle water. Now quite often you can control your hose just with a volume like this. And give it a nice gentle water. Oh, that is very refreshing, Paul. Yes, I know. Watering in the garden now, letting it grow. Now, we must water in the plants we transplanted earlier. Give it all a good soaking. All a good soaking, kids. And remember to water regularly, because that's how they cope. Don't they, Ducky? Yes. Inch by inch, row by row, Gonna watch this garden grow. Gonna use a rake and a hoe and make this garden fertile. Garden fertile, yes, inch by inch, row by row. Gonna make this garden grow.